How to Train Your Dragon 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I knew when I was building the Battle of Berk in LEGO, I needed to build one of the most iconic dragons from that movie, so that's why I built Cloudjumper. Cloudjumper is the incredibly cool and adorable Stormcutter dragon from the second film in my favorite trilogy of all time, with his owl-like features and impressive wingspan with all 4 of his wings. Cloudjumper has been highly requested on the channel, so let's not waste any more time and fly in to take a look at how I built this LEGO How to Train Your Dragon mock. I designed Cloudjumper in Bricklink's Studio Digital Design program, and I used that program to create digital instructions for the build so I could order parts and build the Stormcutter with real bricks. Here are all the pieces laid out. There are a total of 627 elements that make up this LEGO mock. If you're a fan of LEGO or How to Train Your Dragon, make sure you check out the playlist on my channel because I'm building the Isle of Berk and this is just the beginning. I want to build every dragon from the franchise, so let me know who I should build next in the comments. But without further delay, let's build Cloudjumper. Here he is, Cloudjumper, the epic Stormcutter introduced in the second film of the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. Cloudjumper is the largest rideable dragon I've designed so far, and it's so exciting to have this fun dragon alongside the other dragons from Berk. Cloudjumper is one of my favorite characters, and I'm happy to finally add him to the collection. During the design process, the dragon's head was the most important part for me to capture the iconic owl-like look of Cloudjumper that makes him so recognizable. Cloudjumper's head is made up using snot or studs not on top bricks and clips to capture some of the weirder angles on his face and in his crest. To create the crest, I used plates, smooth slopes, and inverted slopes to capture the webbed shape, and I used red and light yellow-orange for the colors. The crest is attached to the head using clips, which are hidden behind the larger sloped brow on the front of his face. I used wedge plates in these newer, modified tiles to create the sharp angles of Cloudjumper's brow that create that adorable face we all love. This took several hours and a lot of different iterations, but I'm really happy with the angles I finally ended up on for his face. With his head done, it was time to start working on all 4 of his massive wings. Cloudjumper created an interesting challenge because instead of having 2 wings, he has 4. And not only does he have 4 wings, but they are large wings. In order to hold the weight of the wings, I couldn't use the ball joints or hinges I'd used before, so I went with these clicky Technic brick hinges that the LEGO group has been making for years, and they are able to hold the weight of the wings really well. Like the other dragons, these wings have a few points of posability, so you can have Cloudjumper flying in various poses. Like his favorite pose, flying down to the subscribe button below. There are 2 sets of wings, 2 larger ones and 2 smaller ones, and the wings are exact mirrors of each other using a combination of plates, tiles, and wedge plates. With all 4 wings up, I'm able to create the striking pose of Cloudjumper that's used in so much marketing material for the franchise, and honestly in a lot of my short form videos too. I added 2 legs. These are a bit thicker than the other ones I've designed, and I used some bar elements on his feet to attach a few claws. There's a bit of a problem with the legs though. Due to this very small range of posability and the weight of the build, it's very tricky to make Cloudjumper stand up on his own. I'm definitely going to redesign these legs soon, but for now I think they do the trick mostly because I think he looks really cool when he's flying through the air. I used ball joints for Cloudjumper's tail for a little extra posability. I added a series of red and blue spikes which slowly get bigger as they climb to the top of his torso, which add a really nice bright pop of color to this dragon. For Cloudjumper's tail fin, I used a series of wedge plates in red, tan, and sand blue, and then used some azure tiles to create a simple pattern. I used tan brackets to wrap the gray ball joints in tan to match the rest of the coloring on Cloudjumper too. The last thing he needed were the mini fins that connect the top of his tail to the torso, so I attached some hinge elements and built them using tan and red plates and wedges. Now, I know Cloudjumper's color is a bit off. Truthfully, I wanted to use more sand blue in this build, but sand blue LEGO parts are more expensive than tan ones. There are also a lot of elements I used in this build that don't exist in many colors yet, but as the LEGO group creates more of these parts in new colors, I'll be able to swap them out to make a more color accurate Cloudjumper in the future. For the larger spikes on his back, I used some red slopes and made sure to leave room for a dragon rider. Cloudjumper is the dragon partner of Valka, or Hiccup's mom, but so far I don't have a minifigure version of that character. Hopefully the LEGO group will make some sets based on How to Train Your Dragon 2 and we'll get an official one, but for now I want to try to get a 3D printed custom helmet for the character since the shape is so unique, so we'll have to add Valka in a future update. But for now, Hiccup can be Cloudjumper's partner and use the jumper plate to stand on top of the dragon's back. With all of those elements coming together, Cloudjumper is complete, the biggest rideable dragon I've built so far. Cloudjumper was the final dragon I needed to build for my LEGO mock of the Isle of Berk, and it's so exciting to see him take to the skies above the build. He reaches the highest point of the mock, and I love seeing him soaring above Berk with the other dragons from the franchise like Toothless and Stormfly. Using the camera rig I built using LEGO bricks, I'm able to fly around and see what it would be like to ride Cloudjumper through the skies of Berk. If you haven't seen my Toothless deep dive, check that one out to see how I made this rig for filming dragon POV shots. And that's how I built Cloudjumper from How to Train Your Dragon in LEGO. If you like this design, the instructions are available on my Rebrickable page, and you'll be able to find instructions for all of the dragons I've designed from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise there too. The link is in the description below. What dragon should I build next? Let me know in the comments and share this video with someone who loves How to Train Your Dragon. If you enjoyed the video, leaving a like helps me out a bunch, and make sure you're subscribed because I'm currently building the Isle of Berk in LEGO and the finale is only a few weeks away. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's always a beautiful day in the Brickstorm.